Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So how much do you guys think that stimulus package will really do for the economy? You know, the Fed pumping in so much money, and we're seeing a slight rebound here for the S&P 500, and all markets are kind of looking the same at the moment. But even with the slight upward pressure, it doesn't sound like investor confidence is going to return anytime soon. Again, like I've said, this is a band-aid solution to a bigger problem that we're facing here. You can see the S&P going up slightly, followed by, some positive volume on par with what we have been seeing over the last couple of weeks when the market was turning bearish. But, other than this, okay, so this candlestick here, fairly long. We saw some nice upward momentum. But the one beside it, this one here, we're seeing a long wick and a long tail, followed by a short body. But that's also being coupled with high volume, which makes me think that buyers and sellers are getting exhausted and they are agreeing to pay the price in this zone here. And eventually, I think investor confidence will continue to fall because nothing has fundamentally changed with the market. When we bring up XRP here, we're still seeing the same kind of bullish, or rather bearish pennant pattern. And the same with BTC as well. Okay, nothing has really changed yet. We're seeing a little bit of investor confidence, but not nearly as much as the negative investor sentiment when we were seeing the bearish downturn. So to me, this is a sign that the market is going to continue moving downward in all markets. Quite frankly, unless we hear some kind of news, I doubt we're going to see anything change anytime soon. That said, have your XRP buy orders in, guys. If you are still looking to cost average down, boy, this is like a gift from God, as I like to say. For XRP hodlers, for stock traders, this is the time when you can cost average down. If you have money on the side, be careful because you don't want to put in more money than you can afford to lock away for a long period of time. Guys, I saw this from Mac Attack XRP on Twitter. Ripple is committing to donate for the beer flu emergency response fund. So it says down here, governments, industries, organizations, and communities around the world are collaborating to help each other out during this ongoing global pandemic. Ripple is one of those companies which has taken a step to help the world with their contributions. In a series of tweets, Ripple shared its decision to donate $100,000 each to both Tipping Point Community and the Silicon Valley Foundation for the COVID-19 emergency fundraising. And they show the tweet here. In these challenging times, Ripple is committed to being part of the global response to the COVID-19 pandemic. We're starting in our own backyard with $100,000 donations each to Tipping Point's COVID Emergency Response Fund and Silicon Valley's COVID Regional Response Fund. And so Tipping Point has been a support system for a lot of nonprofit organizations for 15 years now. Tipping Point is the fundraising community that aims to promote additional support to low-income communities that are affected the most at this time of crisis. And since the outbreak is intensifying the financial crash for hourly workers, Tipping Point is raising funds to serve the ones in need. The Silicon Valley Community Foundation has been closely monitoring the outbreak. They are collaborating with Community Foundation colleagues, private foundations, corporations, and local governments across the region. SVCF is helping a lot of communities to combat the serious effects of the spread. So it's looking like Ripple doing their part. Of course, they are a company with means, they are a company with deep pockets, and they are a company where optics also matter to them. Not to say that they are not doing that they are just doing this for optics' sake. Of course, they are like any other corporation who is donating. There are pros for them to do this, and so they have made the corporate decision to do this, and quite frankly, morally, it is the right thing to do regardless. Especially if you have the means. I saw this from Bull Run Wonka XRP at Willy Wonka XRP. So yesterday I was talking about the idea that the top wallets were accumulating 5 times more XRP than the rest of us. Guys, if you didn't see that video, that was the afternoon video. Sometimes I do a video in the morning and I do a video in the afternoon. And sometimes people have thought, I've done my video for the day and, I'm not going to bother watching this afternoon video. But if you watch this video, I will link it up here in the right-hand corner. This was a video that demonstrated just over 7 days, 1 week, how much XRP the top 0.01% of accounts were accumulating. And to me, it was mind-blowing because, the threshold to be in that amount was over 20 million XRP, and yet they were still accumulating 5 times the XRP as the retail investors, the mom and pop XRP hodlers. And so that brings me to this tweet here. So this retweeted from Bull Run Wonka from XRP Cult here saying it could be a good thing because because this account was created today, probably a financial institution getting ready to utilize. And that was my hypothesis as well from yesterday's video. XRP is trading at a discount price right now, somewhere in the 15 or rather 16 cent range as of this recording, 0.162 cents. And so like everybody else, institutions are realizing, or at least my theory is, and it sounds like XRP cult's theory is this as well, institutions are realizing, okay, we need to use XRP. We want to accumulate XRP in the millions for the types of payments we plan on doing once cryptocurrency regulation comes to pass. But our hands are tied right now. We're in the middle of a pandemic. XRP's on sale. Let's load up while we can. And so that's what I think they're doing. And so this wallet here demonstrates this as well. So this registered just yesterday on March 25th, 2020. And yet it is activated with 109.93 million XRP, okay? You guys can see the numbers down there. So I'm finding this quite interesting. You know, when you look at the numbers and you're seeing who's doing what at this point in time, it's becoming clearer and clearer that retail investors are still needing to accumulate XRP, but want to get it at a discount. And this is why we're suddenly seeing the top wallets explode 5x, okay, compared to the wallets holding less XRP, which in my opinion is more likely to be retail investors, mom and pop people, people like you and I, you know, trying to grab a little XRP here and there. I saw this from Jared Lang. So interesting. Chase locked me out of my business account and I've been trying to get in touch with customer service all day. No luck and it's 5 p.m. How ironic during a time like this. Thoughts? I personally think that we're hearing a lot more of this now. Banks having problems. Banks sending emails to their customers saying, you know, during these tough times, don't worry, we've got your back. Just this past week, Rob Hart posted a photo of a bank with an empty spot along the wall where the ATM used to be. So the bank had removed the ATM. Now, I'm speculating, but could this have been to prevent a run on the banks? Could this have been to prevent customers from taking their money out in mass quantities? Guys, you know me. I love conspiracy theories, but I'm always teetering on the fence when it comes to them. I don't necessarily believe in them 100%, nor do I disbelieve in them 100%. Okay, I'm always kind of teetering right in the middle there. But you can't say it's not interesting when you're starting to see more and more incidents like this. People getting locked out of their banks, cryptocurrency exchanges, for example, not allowing you to transfer. Just recently, this past week too, on BINANCE, they were saying that the XRP withdrawal, they were having some problems with their withdrawals. Some are pointing to the fact that this could be the beginning. This could be the craziness before we see a new world order. This would be a perfect time to implement that. Of course, it would have to mean that this is all orchestrated. Yeah. Matthew Liny on Twitter here posts this with regards to Ripple partner CGI, and they acquired TERATHINK. So this gives CGI an increased scale of enterprise applications for the federal government. And so we know back in 2015, so this is from October 2015, Ripple and CGI team up. CGI announced this week that the IT leader is bringing Ripple's distributed financial technology capabilities to their payment solution portfolio. Already a Ripple partner, and now they are acquiring TERATHINK, who are an exceptionally resourceful team of information technology and management consultants that's purpose-built to help our clients drive real rapid progress and make smart, sustainable improvements. Our mission is to provide sound solutions to our customers, achieving the highest degree of quality, efficiency, and customer satisfaction. So despite what is going on in the world, everybody's on lockdown, okay? People are working from home. Even people from Ripple have stated, publicly on Twitter, we are now working from home. And yet, although Ripple is working from home, we are still seeing, not a lot, but we are still seeing advancements for Ripple. We're still seeing companies using Ripple technology, partnering with other companies. Business is still going on as usual, which I find a little peculiar because I would think that if the world is essentially on lockdown, that people at the helm of these companies wouldn't be too concerned about these business deals, that it could wait a little while, a few weeks or a month or so, unless something was afoot. So guys, this brings me to my next tweet here. Ali G at Ali_G_Ali_ on Twitter. CV, which is the beer flu mentioned in a 2018 series. So guys, this series from 2018, My Secret Terrius, pretty crazy if you think about it. I was doing some more research and I found the clip here, okay? My Secret Terrius is a Netflix drama, and it predicted the beer flu outbreak back in 2018. It is a South Korean drama. I'm not going to, well, I mean, you can't, unless you speak Korean, you can't understand the audio anyway, so I'm going to play it on mute and read you the subtitles here. Let me just mute that, and we'll see it start going shortly. We must do more research. But it looks like a mutant beer flu. Beer flu, then MERS? MERS, SARS, the common flu. They all fall in the same family with the same gene information. The beer flu attacks the respiratory system. During the 2015 MERS epidemic, the mortality rate was over 20%, but that's not serious enough to be used as a weapon. Am I wrong? Like I said, this is a mutant virus. Someone tweaked it to increase the mortality rate to almost 90%. 90%? What's more serious is that the beer flu has an incubation period of 2 to 14 days. This virus was manipulated to attack the lungs directly within just 5 minutes of being exposed. Okay, so I kind of had to pause and read at the same time because they were going quite quickly, but I think you guys get the gist. And, even with that 2 to 14 day incubation period, the fact that it attacks the lungs, the fact that it is very, very serious, and the fact that it was written into a show from 2018 is quite concerning. And all that says to me is that it's speaking to this narrative that this could be orchestrated. And again, guys, I'm not saying it was, I'm not saying it wasn't. You make a judgment on that yourself. All I'm saying is that the world right now is in a precarious spot. World leaders are coming together. The American government's trying to prop up the economy, trying to do what they need to do in order to save this thing so that the American people don't lose trillions of dollars. At the same time, governments are providing stimulus packages and emergency benefit packages for people who are out of work. And we're continuously hearing about this idea of the digital dollar, sending money with contactless payments. And I told my wife this, a month ago, I never would have thought that this would be the catalyst for DLT, blockchain technology, and XRP to really soar, and possibly for legislation to be fast-tracked. Here we are a month later, and guys, to me, this just seems like the perfect opportunity. Almost too perfect. Anyways, that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.